Hi everyone and welcome. This is Inside Israeli Basketball. In this edition of Inside Israeli Basketball, we learn about Aliyah, the process where Jewish American players become Israeli citizens. We learn why strength training is a key element of Maccabi Haifa's game preparation. Maccabi Haifa players test out their bartending skills as they raise money for a great cause. And team captain Avi Ben Shimol and rookie Sylvan Landesberg enjoy a day at Google's office in Israel. All that and more next on Inside Israeli Basketball. This segment is brought to you by the American Society of the University of Haifa. Aliyah. In Hebrew it means going up and refers to immigration to Israel. There's a Super League rule that requires each team to have 2 Israeli players on the court at all times. To gain an advantage, teams sign high-end Jewish American talent who are eligible to become Israeli citizens. These players earn their citizenship through a process called Aliyah.
Aliyah, it's the law of return. Every Jew is allowed to return to Israel and gain their citizenship, and that's what I did. I didn't really know a lot about it at first, but I was excited to do it. I've heard of American players going overseas and getting their dual citizenship, and it being helpful for them in their basketball career. So I was looking forward to doing it.
And there's an advantage for an American Jewish fella if he wishes to play in Israel, that he can play in a league that's a good league and a very competitive league, but not at the ultimate of the American basketball. For some folks, it might be a sacrifice. For others, it's an opportunity to see a foreign country, to get in touch with your roots, to see a different aspect of life and to challenge yourself.
It was just a great opportunity to become a citizen, and the benefits that come along with that in terms of my playing career are just tremendous. So it was an easy decision.
I felt like Israel was the best place for me. I felt like, since I have Jewish roots, that I'd be able to connect to the people and to the, just the whole culture down there a lot easier than anywhere else.
See, if he took a job playing in a country in Europe, it would just be a job. But here, he's playing for something. He's playing for a city, a country, a people that he's a part of, and that's kind of an important thing.
Being a part of something that's like just bigger than me, like it's the whole thing, and I've never been a part of something like that.
Actually, I made Aliyah when I was 5 years old with my parents. I remember that, but it was different. And then now, when I was 20, I did it again. It was like doing it again by myself. I had to join the army like all Israeli citizens. I had to do a training camp.
That's a little scary of a proposition when you first hear about it, but the more you hear about it, the more you realize it's like more probably a desk type job.
I'm 22, and by the time I get the call, I'll be 23, so I'll only have to serve 3 months, and it's going to be not, from what I've been told, it's a non-combat thing because I'm a professional basketball player. So if I got to do what I got to do. I'll fulfill my responsibilities.
My service of the Army is really playing basketball on the national team. I don't really serve the Army like normal Israeli soldiers because I have to be at every practice, and I don't really have the same service, but I definitely feel that very connected to the whole being part of the country and everything.
Before the season began, Maccabi Haifa took some time out of their schedule to visit children at a Jewish school in New York who are learning about the Aliyah process. Maccabi Haifa shot some hoops with the students of Ramaz School in New York as they raised money for the Haifa Hoops for Kids program. The students shared their thoughts on Aliyah and what it would be like to live in Israel.
It showed us the potential of life over in Israel, of enjoying things such as basketball, having a well-established league, and they really brought the message of that connection.
I think Aliyah is extremely important. I think it's a duty of every Jew, no matter where you are, to support Israel any way possible, be it financially or by moving there.
Before we go to break, we have a fan question for Robert Rothbard.
I'm a huge Maccabi Haifa basketball fan. Our center, Robert Rothbard, I hear is from Yugoslavia. My question to him is, how did he end up living in Israel?
Well, there was a war in Yugoslavia, and most people in those situations, they don't have really opportunity to go to, they don't have opportunity to go anywhere, and the state of Israel reached out to all Jews all over the world and gave them opportunity to come and become citizens. So it was a great opportunity for us, and we were happy, to finally come home. And it was, we came here and we loved it.
Coming up, Maccabi Haifa hits the gym for a weight training session with strength coach Avri Muncher. A point of emphasis for Maccabi Haifa this year was increasing the strength and conditioning levels of their team. To this end, players take part in a program headed by Avri Muncher. It's paid immediate dividends in withstanding the demands of playing both a EuroLeague and Super League schedule.
I'm a fitness coach who's worked many years in the basketball, many years in the soccer. I was in the national team for 8 years. I was in Maccabi Haifa, Maccabi Tel Aviv. I was also working overseas in Bulgaria. I have more than 30 years experience. Exhale when you take it up. Don't take it down too much. That's it. Okay, come over there.
He's tough, man. If you're not going hard, he's going to get on you. He's going to make you go hard. If you're not doing what you got to do, he's going to get on you. But he's a great guy. He's a good coach. He makes you work hard. He gets the best out of you.
12 times and then you stop. 12.
A lot of the movements are specific, basketball related, jumping, not just typical, whatever. He doesn't just need us in there working your chest at,
We are just running 3 minutes to warm up. Let's go. I think it's not something unique, working in a gym for professional basketball players. I'm happy to say that all the players are working from the beginning of the season.
He really knows how to get the guys going, get us warmed up and get us going, and I really enjoy him. I enjoy his presence, and he's gave us a program that we can work with, and it's working for most of the guys, so it's great.
We have a tough schedule. Every time we go to the gym, give us tips here and there, and it really helps us.
They worked before in the fitness room, but they didn't know what to do professionally. Now they have a program, now they know, and this is the purpose of this.
Strength and conditioning goes hand in hand with another equally important part of the program, nutrition.
Nutrition, that's like the most important part of the workout. If you're doing all this work and everything and you're not eating right, it's pointless.
The problem is that most of them are living alone in the house and they don't know how to fix the food. So they're getting out. They're getting out to the restaurant, and sometimes they're getting out of the menu.
I can't just go to Jack in the Box and In-N-Out whenever I want. People are always asking him if we can go eat at McDonald's. He can't really be in our houses, so that's tough, but when we're on the road, he picks out all our pre-game meals.
In the day of the game, we give them the meal with my menu. So I know before the game they're eating well, but during all the week, I'm not sure that I'm doing it right.
He monitors our body fat. Let's say I was at 12%, right now I'm at around 9%. So it definitely helps to eat right. I eat lean turkey, and then I cook at home for myself and everything, healthy meals before I go to practice, go to lift.
He does what he can when we're in his control. Outside of that, he just gives you good advice and follow it as best you can.
Here is the Haifa report.
Let's go!
Under interim coach Mickey Gorka, Maccabi Haifa made a commitment to improve team defense, and the results have shown on the court. Haifa most recently acquired power forward Tyler Wilkerson from Gilboa Galil in exchange for Marco Killingsworth. The trade immediately proved to be effective, resulting in a 73-66 victory over Maccabi Ashdod. In his first game in green, Wilkerson led the team with 20 points and 8 rebounds. On week 23, Maccabi Haifa hosted Uroni Ashkelon and proved that the Greens' home is becoming a fortress again. In a tight game, Robinson led the scorers with 12 points. Kadir, Rothbart, and Ben Shamal scored 11 points each. Yet the game-winning shot belonged to Jermaine Jackson, the boss. 2 seconds before the final buzzer, as the game was tied at 72, Jackson delivered this amazing basket, winning the game for Haifa. A week later, pumped with motivation, Haifa paid a visit to Maccabi Tel Aviv at Nokia Arena. The Greens didn't show much respect for one of the EuroLeague's top 14 teams and scored 50 points just in the first half. The game remained tight, and Haifa started to smell what could be a sensational win against the Super League's leader. Sylvan Landesberg unleashed his talent, scoring 20 points, and with less than 3 minutes to go, it was his beautiful dunk that brought Haifa to a 4-point lead. But the game would be decided outside the court. At a minute and a half before the end, a controversial encounter between Guy Panini and Jermaine Jackson sent both players to the locker room. Without its leader at such a crucial time, Haifa lost its concentration and ended up losing the game in the last seconds by just 3 points. Haifa left the court with the bitter taste of a lost opportunity, but with the sweet sensation that the team is coming together and getting much stronger towards the battles ahead in the last weeks of the regular season.
Up next, Frank Robinson and Elishai Kadir give a helping hand to a local nightlife as they raise money for charity. The Super League playoff picture is coming into focus. Let's take a look.
Maccabi Tel Aviv continues to dominate the Super League, building up a 21-1 record, enough to clinch the top seed in the playoffs. On the other hand, a couple of very tight games against Bnei HaSharon and Maccabi Haifa prove that they are far from being untouchable. Outside of Israel, Maccabi has proven to be a contender in the EuroLeague. After defeating Spain's Caja Laboral 3-1, Tel Aviv has advanced to the EuroLeague's Final Four in Barcelona. The Yellows will have to move on without their star guard, Deron Perkins, who is out for the rest of the season due to a knee injury. In second place, Hapoel Jerusalem keeps on the successful campaign, managing to stay close to the top with 85.5 points per game. Will Solomon is Jerusalem's lead scorer, followed very closely by Jason Rich. Bnei HaSharon is having a hard time with only 1 win in 4 games, and it struggles to stay in third place. Lee Nalon continues to lead the league with over 17 points per game, but this doesn't seem to be helping the team. Gilboa Galil continues to run to the top with 9 wins in a row, including a very convincing victory against Hapoel Jerusalem at Malhal Arena on week 24. With 1 game less than the rest of the league, they have a good chance of passing Bnei HaSharon and threatening Jerusalem's second place. Marco Killingsworth has proven to be an excellent addition for Gilboa Galil. He leads the team in points and rebounds and is one of the best scorers in the league. A few rounds to go in the regular season and the battle for the playoffs is fierce. Aside from first place, everything is open on the Super League.
Haifa is known for its beauty, nestled in the hills of the Carmel Mountains by the shores of the Mediterranean. The city's active nightlife was the setting for some of the team's players as they took turns serving customers for a great cause.
We were thinking about a fun night to raise money for Haifa Hoops project. It's a project for underprivileged kids and kids with special needs. We bring them to our games to see our home games, and we arrange other basketball activities.
Every week or 2 weeks, each players go to hospitals, schools, community service, and just help kids.
Tonight, we're coming back and we want to do something for them and try to raise money to help them get, more activities and more tickets to the games.
Donations are used to bring the kids to our home games and to give them all sorts of sports accessories.
So tonight we're going to be bartenders, me and probably 4 other players, and we're going to get donations from the people that come. And then, whatever donations and tips that they may give us, we'll go to our Haifa and Cook for Kids.
I don't have experience, I know some drinks, but I hope I will be good. I hope I will try to be good. See, this is how you do it.
I don't know how to mix drinks, so we'll see how that works.
What is this? Yeah.
This is not, no, man. Let me show you how to make it, man.
We hope that people donate money, and with this money it will help the little kids.
I think the players get a lot of extra, besides the professional basketball, they get something for their soul, for the heart.
When we go and helping kids in the hospital and all kind of places, I think it's amazing. And when you give some from yourself, you also feel good about yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Before we go to break, a Maccabi Haifa fan has a question for Sylvan Landesberg.
Sylvan, how does playing in Israel compare to playing in college in the ACC or the NBA Summer League?
I would say it's pretty much, it's kind of similar. Every team has, a big name player, a good player, and, you can't take any nights off or, you could get upset by any team. So, it's real competitive and, you got to play hard every night.
When we come back, Sylvan Landesberg gets an inside look at the Google offices in Israel. This segment of Inside Israeli Basketball is brought to you by Google. I want to communicate. It's a desire often heard from American players looking to maintain connections with their families and friends back home. Avi Ben Shimol took Sylvan Landesberg to Google's Technology Center in Haifa, where company reps answered the call.
Sylvan, I'm tired of you, man, because all the time you cry for me.
Yeah.
So I decided for one time, I take you, talk with your parents, see your parents, because here, it's like the capital city of technology, of whatever you want in the world.
Here in Haifa?
Yeah, man, this small thing, look, we collect everything with it.
You're talking about this right here. This is the technology. Looks like a fourth grader put this up here.
I know,
I'm
man.
about to peel it off. Look, it's coming off.
But I explain you thing about this.
But I'm gonna show you something about America. We got digital signs with Google like flying across.
But what I told you before in Israel,
you told me
they
that
invest, they put the money on smart things, not on stupid signs.
Smart things.
You don't believe me, right?
I don't believe you at all.
So I'm gonna take you inside to
Take
my
me
friends.
inside. Okay, let's
and
go.
I'm gonna show you.
Let's go.
We're part of Google, actually.
Okay.
We have a center here. We started some 4 years ago. We're over 250 people between Tel Aviv and Haifa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're developing some cool technologies. Probably some of them you're actually maybe using, perhaps. Let me show you around a little bit.
Let's go.
What the hell? Guys, wait.
Guys, wait. Aren't you supposed to be coming up with some technology or something?
That's what you do? Sylvan, we need to develop something also, so we take it from here.
Let's go, man.
You ready?
You ready for this?
Actually, I don't know how to play.
Right here. Oh.
Actually, I don't know how to play, but...
Oh!
Yeah! Not a good voice.
This is the money time. Money time,
This is
baby.
money
That's
time.
Ronaldo right there, baby.
Autocomplete function in search, when you're searching and you get these automatic completions.
Yeah.
These are the guys.
I just want to say thank you. You helped me with a lot of papers in school.
Another satisfied user.
Anyway, that's how we're working on a daily basis because we're a global company, so we're working with teams across the world. On the road, you don't need to use this fancy equipment. We're just using my laptop on Gmail. You have video chat.
Yeah.
And I can have conversations either with my teammates or with my family. Okay, guys, thanks.
Bye, toda, achla. This is the new Google logo. You know, I put a little flavor in it. It's the best part right here. It's the sexiest man in Haifa right now.
Suppose I'm in Beijing and I'm looking for a restaurant. I can actually say, where is the restaurant?
Can I test that out?
Sure, sure. Go ahead.
All right. Where is the bathroom?
Silva, now you believe me?
Yeah.
So why do you have to make it so hard on me, man?
No,
All the time I need to prove
I'm young, I'm 20, I'm hard-headed. It's just part of my nature, man.
So you learned another thing.
I learned a lot.
Me.
I trust you. Israel is technology center of the world, man. So we can go. Let's go. Oh, excuse me, I'm coming through, man. Yeah, excuse me. Come on, man. It's vehicles over here, baby. It's vehicles over here, man.
That's it for this edition of Inside Israeli Basketball. Don't forget to follow Maccabi Haifa and the Super League all season long on triangleinternet.tv. Thanks for joining us.